On 41. 113 deliveries. Starting to wonder what more they need to do. What they've got to do. They've got to stop those irritating singles.
Trying to do what he did in second innings in Pretoria with that left leg thrust across, trying to protect the off stump. Finish with a fast bowler on that occasion.
Okay, so it goes to 95, 163 for 3. Partnership, 61 runs down between Markham and Rickleton. This is second 51 stand for South African Test cricket since March 2023, and then 3 for 11 South Africa lost. Bavuma and Rickleton. Beautiful.
91 with 115 balls, so it's been scoring at a big rate of knots for South Africa as well. And for those of you who've just joined us and maybe haven't been watching the whole day, there has been a few little moments where Pakistan have had an opportunity or felt that they could have picked up a wicket. It hasn't just been plain sailing for South Africa. They've been dominant as they are looking at this moment. Just have a look at a few of these examples, the edges that have dropped short. This was early on, thicker, dropped short. And Markham had one back of the length, also got the edge and just dropped short. Another one for Ryan Rickleton, the back foot this time, just fell short. And then there was a drop catch. Later on, this one went over the top of second slip of the edge, and Aiden Markham was put down at cover. So there has been a little bit for Pakistan to work with. It's not like it's been completely plain sailing, but in general, South Africa have dominated.
Even Aiden Markham had a chance to survive the cover. Abdullah Safiq at this level should have been taken very often. That just derailed the momentum that you want to take forward in the game with you, especially early on.
Hold on to those catches.
Test cricket is it's obviously you can't allow yourself to be mentally focused and obviously the head in the game for a full 5 days. And it's little moments like that cover field where you kind of just drifting, thinking it's never going to come to me, or I'm never going to have to do anything to influence the game. And next thing, it's back of the length, someone hammers it straight to you. And they realise the challenge where you have to be focused, and that's the big difference between a T20 match where you put your focus for an hour and a half, or one day national, you put your focus for a day. Coming back, and every time someone runs in, make sure you're on point and your mind's in the right space to be able to play your part.
I think also, Polly, to some point, when you've got a surface like this where things are a little bit slow to happen for the bowlers, you almost switch off in the field there as well. Whereas a couple of days ago at Centurion, everybody would have been in the game, excited for something to happen. Here you almost have to create an opportunity by good energies in the field.
Mentally bowling, you're thinking, what can I do to create a chance? What can I do? If you do eventually create a chance, and the slip is a bit sleepy and puts it down, it just breaks you.
That will not both been there, Polly.
Give each other a hug. Goes older this ball gets, easier it's going to be for South Africa to cash in. Late afternoon.
Also, you have to start changing the skills. So it might become the time where you roll your fingers across it, or try and bowl a cutter or leg cutter, put the seam in different position, cross seam, anything just to try and stir the surface in a certain way.
Halfway, will find the boundary for 4. Nicholson goes to 99 in style. It's 167 for 3 after 43 overs.
Beautiful driving, all day. Middle of that bat has been peppered.
Stuart been excellent to get up. Absolutely brilliant. 95 together they put on. Post lunch. Done it at a good rate. Now Sean Pollock's been on extras watch as well. We're trying to have some extras on the board. More leg buys. We're talking about the discipline. Type of wicket as well. Lack of extras. Finally come post lunch.
Oh yes, buddy.
As well.
South Africa earned its position of supremacy because this partnership has been outstanding. You've seen everything. Good batting against Spain, good common sense out cricket. Rickleton has been almost unstoppable, going at a strike rate of over 75. Allows the ball to come and just kiss his bat. I mean, he plays them so late because he is absolutely static at the crease, whether he's facing pace or in this spin. He doesn't really jump at the ball.
Partnership 96. Brian Rickleton. Here's the ripple of applause that goes across the ground here at Newlands as they try and push him past that 100 mark. Now, what's the field for the left-hander? Field comes in as much as possible. Pressure on the batter with just one ball remaining in the over. He's on 99.
Does he hear anything? No, Matt. That's the question.
Crowd didn't appreciate that. Whether he hears it or not, they still didn't appreciate it. We'll have to wait a little bit longer. So will this crowd. It's 168 for 3. South Africa 72 for 3. We need to take South Africa to 168 for 3. A very different position. Fence has been very good. Few mistakes made by these two.
It's a bit of a rude awakening for the bowlers because to go from one test match where the surface is sporty and essentially the sole job is just to land it somewhere in the area and something will happen, and then turn up here where you kind of have to use your guile and angles and everything else if you're going to prize out any batters. Hard work.
Yes, you've got to be a willing worker. I think this is a tough phase for Pakistan. You've got to G them up. I think there's got to be more decibels in the field. You've got to make sure that everybody's engaged, because this can be an absolute flat session for Pakistan, for a fielding side. Nothing happening off the surface. There's a partnership that is rolling well for South Africa. This is Mangwa in the house.
So much control in the shot, balance. It's all there and all working together for Temba Bavuma.
Got to admire his balance. Absolutely outstanding. Every time they challenge him on that middle and leg stump line, he is being so good. Here you see steady head. Bring the ball as late as possible.
Nicely bowled. And the difference there is just a shift in where he delivers from, bowling from wide of the crease. And continuing on the theme of just going from surface to surface as they differ, there is that necessity to reset and to understand that you must do the work in trying to deceive the batter. Some of the time you'll deliver what is probably the same sort of delivery, but just from a different angle. Change length, change pace some of the time. All with the same consistency of landing it in a good area, but trying to ensure that there's a lot of thinking to be done for the batter. You get these sort of conditions more times than not in test matches. It's good pitch, and you have to work really hard for each of your wickets.
Slip out. Should feel the leg side. They scored a few runs through mid-wicket.
Also, they wanted to play across the line maybe and lose that the ball and maybe get leg before or caught there. One of those two closing fielders on the leg side. You can do that. I think Pakistan needs to be just a little bit more imaginative in the field like this. When nothing is happening, you can create these little sort of bottlenecks in the mind of the batsman. Why is that fielder there? So he's trying to figure it out. Now that fielder has been pushed to Swedish mid-on. Another angle for batsman to feather.
2 runs came off that. It's 170 for 3. Well, it turned out absolutely fantastic. We'll be seeing him in action very, very soon. Bella with the 20 coming your way next week. On the horizon. He's on the board.
170's on the board.
It took a little while in the 40s to get to 50. He's now been in the 90s for a bit of time as well. Crowd yet again warm up their hands.
I mean, he's got to be more on the front foot. An area where some of the South African batsmen need to be more attentive to. Spinner picking off the hand, pick up the flag and be more of the front foot, just like that. safer, it's better, it's more cool.
Whole new game, milestone. An opportunity for Pakistan to come together as they try to deny him.
Test 100. There's a feat that so many dream of, that only a few will achieve. He loves batting at this ground, and when he makes 50, he makes 100. On the 5th of December last year, he passed 50 for the first time in his Test career, and he made 100 against Sri Lanka. And here, on the 3rd of January 2025, he makes 50, and then passes 100 for the second time in his career.
Giving himself a great 2025 prize, a present. And nearly 100. Richly deserved it because it had everything: pace, momentum, class, quality, driving through the offside, and playing so well because South African innings was under pressure. 3 wickets had gone down in the first session, and how well is done this. 103 in 135 balls, terrific strike rate.
With that boundary as well, 100 partnership has come up between these two. Africa 72 for 3. Now all of a sudden, a very different situation. Family being emotional as you would expect.
Yeah, well done, mummy. You held it together just about. You held it together just about. Now, pouring of emotion. Great adaptation. 100 at now 100 opening. 175 for 3.
Within this Test Championship cycle, he now becomes the 3rd South African to make 2 centuries within this Test Championship cycle. That's 2, and Raina as well. 2 in his name. Incredible. His first 200s have come. Without a 50 to his name. Must do about different times through the order. Came in today to open because of the injury to Tony de Zorzi. He's batted beautifully today. Aggressive up front. He's had a good rate. Slowed down when it was necessary. Now finds himself settled on 100 just before tea.
Use that closing net of fielders on the leg side. I think he'd be prepared to bowl an off-cutter or a slow ball, I think, just to break the rhythm of the batsman. Can Abbas do that? A little against his grain because he's a seam bowler, he's got good length. Straight mid-on. Short mid-wicket. Catching fielders. Sits on that middle and off-stump guard. Babuma, at times he works the ball from that area towards the leg side. Let's see whether it works for Pakistan. Not a bad ball at all because he showed them the leg side feel and got that ball to move away towards the offside.
A delivery where you think back and imagine that pitching in that sort of area a few days ago. There'd be much expectation, there'd be slips with their hands cocked and ready. Not so here. So subject to the elements we are. And it is the pitch you must read and then react accordingly and utilize your skills according to what is before you. Tailor-made that pitch in Centurion for someone like Mohamed Abbas. Could be effective there. Here, more than anything, probably able to strike whilst the ball is new, and once it gets old, has to build pressure and a fight in an attritional battle. And play on the patience of the batters.
It's a pitch where you want it to pitch. It's not a medium pace of pitch. You've got to be quick through the air. In Pakistan, playing a seam attack which is not express. So probably you needed a Naseem Shah in this bowling lineup. Depending on how fit Naseem Shah is.
Just thinking of what South Africa needs to face. Show the pace that he has, really needs to be on debut, so it's a show what he could do in the white ball format. Happy sort of Bada can certainly take it up, so can Marco Janssen wanted.
And perhaps that's why the change. For them, they've used the phrase horses for courses all along. But it is around this time, with the 40 overs, 45 overs on, where Pakistan sides of the past will come alive with their bowling, where spinners might operate, but post that spin stage, it's reverse swing. And for that to be particularly effective, what you want is that high pace.
The toss of Naseem Shah was wristed. The phrase was used, was being wristed.
Euphemism.
179 for 3.
Yeah, it's about Rickleton and his great batting. This is how he got to his 100. Tickle around the corner, wrong line on the pads. Salman Ali allowed him an easy excess. What an innings. Absolute gem. One of 5 E's, currently 14 boundaries. And the crowds absolutely loved it. The crescendo was building up and it ended with a century. Terrific. Perfect.
Partnerships between these two.
And innings batting together.
They're both seem
the game plan that's just right for what's being offered on the surface and also for the bowling attack.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of a gift to especially tried to pull that on him. In the 90s for a little while. A little bit accept to that for sure.
That's how he plays, actually. That's how he's hustled, I think, with a power. And Salman off the back foot. Yeah, he's got to do that more often against him. 180 for 3.
180 for 3.
Are very set for South Africa. They feel a lot more comfortable than they did at the lunch break. And the lunch may not have tasted as well as South Africa would have thought. Since then, it's been good for the home side. Now the captain inside the milestone.
Maybe he played the field, didn't break his wrist, and so looked very awkward on that occasion. The two fielders on the leg side for Babuma's pushed through mid-wicket and square leg. Yeah, where is the shot? He probably would have played in normal circumstances, was made to play differently by Pakistan, so that way it's not a bad ball. Let's see whether it works or not, but right now it's Babuma and unfortunate.
He scored 450s and 100 in 2024. Now he kicks off 2025 with yet another half century.
On the eye, and what a knock.
What we've seen from the South African batters, particularly these two recent milestones, is perhaps some batters that are somewhat mentally relaxed. To look at his numbers in Test match cricket and what he'd give for 25 to reach something like, I don't know, 16, 17. Despite many of those half centuries being particularly important, no doubt there isn't an underestimation of the value of those 50s where South Africa in certain games were under pressure and he kind of dug them out of trouble and got them over the line. Fair enough. But just as he reads the numbers, and let's go to 2024 particularly, and you reeled off the stats, there'll be those who will say, and you probably feel it, maybe not now, maybe in a time to come, and he could have turned those into hundreds. I won't say easily, because it's never easy.
Especially not in this situation where he was often batting on the tail, because he was, certainly at the beginning of his career, batting a lot lower. You almost want, from a stats perspective, 50s that are weighted differently.
Some late starters, late bloomers, could be one of them. Because it takes a little bit of extra time really to adjust to that 100 mentality. I just feel that he's got it now. He's cracked the code, and a lot of hundreds are waiting. What a season. Tremendous season.
Nice to think we're all late bloomers. 181 for 3. Ryan Rickleton started out attacking some beautiful shots from him straight down the ground, then through the offside as well. Eventually it started to change a little bit when he started to score more behind square, and the innings continued to evolve as he slowed down a bit before 50, rode the wave as a few wickets fell around him, got to into the lunch break, and it's decent position on 50. And since the lunch break, he's managed to double his score. Excellent strike rate as well by Rickleton.
He's your typical modern player. Very busy and runs all around, especially through point and cover. They have lovely drives as well through mid-on and mid-off. The third man area was kept busy. There's no one there initially to stop him from earning scores. But it's the pace and the ability really to bounce back with, because he looked completely out of sorts at Centurion. To bounce back as an opener. South Africa taking a little bit of risk, but that has paid off, clearly. A little different from spin point of view from Pakistan. So Shakil is a left-arm spinner, doesn't spin it much, but different angle now for Bavuma and Rickleton to see off. Sorry, Kamran Ghulam, not South Shakil, but Kamran Ghulam. Similar in stature.
Trying something a little different before the tea break, and I'm afraid there'll be another extra. Just had the 4 leg buys so far, but this time around, and no ball. So often talk about breaks and what can happen during a break, before the break, after the break, maybe a lapse in concentration. This is such a crucial over before a tea break to possibly break the partnership, and they've gone for something a little different. This is making it a little easy for South Africa just before tea.
Often the clues in selection, home teams in the A11s a long way out. You want to take heed. I remember a time South Africa and Sri Lanka decided, play 4 fast bowlers. And Sri Lanka picked 3 spinners. Hold on, what's going on? South Africa with 1 spinner.
Fifty overs have been bowled in the innings. 184 for 50. Modanisino confirms it's time for tea. What a session for South Africa. Wicketless. Runs coming. Getting both Bavuma and Rickleton past a milestone. For Rickleton, it's his second Test 100. Bavuma, Test match 50, number 25. Look at that run rate.
What a session. Particularly after the way the first session ended. 3 wickets taken by Pakistan in quick succession, and they'd have hoped that they would continue that momentum into session 2. Rickleton and Bavuma solid in their defence, quite adept also at working the ball into gaps, wonderful drives and deflections played, and at a rate of knots they've accumulated their partnership of 112. Excellent work done. Tea and scones, it tastes delicious.
Yeah, making up for that first session where Pakistan looked just a little bit better side. This really has been tremendous comeback by South Africa. Keeping them at arm's length. No wicket has gone down. Pakistan toiled hard. But it's South Africa all the way.